I'm your host with the most local 23. You're joining me for Red Carpet Diaries, Chapter 15, Take 2! Just yesterday, you thought you lost everything. Your first big movie role, and more importantly, your friends. I refused to give up so easily, and you got Matt back on board. And he's financing the movie. Plus, DJ agreed to direct. Now, well, you just have to finish a movie. You wake up early, filled with the energy, but unsure what to do with it. What do people do at 6 a.m.? They get coffee, and then they get more. I should go for a run, pick up donuts, go for a run. That's bound to work off some of the energy. After slipping by the remaining paparazzi, you're soon jogging down the streets of LA. Fresh air, move my body. This is just what I need. You make it around the block before you start to feel winded. Wow, when's the last time I did this? Drag yourself through another half mile before you have to slow to a walk. Oh, walking's good for you too. I'll do that. Make it back to your place just as the rest of the neighborhood is starting to wake up. You've showered and just pulling a shirt over your head when your phone buzzes. Matt's calling. Oh boy, a call? I hope that doesn't mean it's bad news. Hey Jessica, I didn't wake you, did I? Actually, no. But trust me, I'm as shocked by that statement as you are. No sleep for the wicked, right? Or, you know, wildly overcommitted. That's why they made caffeine. The nectar of gods. So, you ready to help me whip this movie into shape? Absolutely, what's the plan? Well, first and foremost, we need to fix the script. It makes sense to stick with the current version. Your part basically didn't even exist before, and we'll be able to keep some of the current footage. But Marcus left things, well, messy would be the diplomatic way to say it. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, I was thinking we could give it a once-over before handing it off to screenwriter. You know, figure out the high-level beats. It'll save some money, plus I figure we're the ones with any hope of understanding it in its current state. You can say that again. Want to help me out? Without Marcus around, we might finally be able to turn this movie into something amazing. How it plays out is totally in our hands. Plus, I won't lie, I love the idea of getting to spend some time with you. Here's an opportunity to customize Tender Nothings. You'll get to choose the tone, the ending, and more. That and spend some quality time with Matt. Sorry, I have to pass. Until Diamond Edition. I wish I could, but I have a ton of stuff to sort before we start filming again. Plus, I'm not much of a writer. You're probably better off without me. I don't believe that for a second. But, I get it if you're busy. I'll catch you later. I'll see you on set. You hang up on Matt and go to bed anxious. You're excited to be back on set, but nervous about everything coming together. Oh wow, you've got so much to do! A few days later, it's time for the first day of the shoot. The set is bustling. You spot Tisha near the stable, shouting orders to various groups of people. Hey, I said 3 lights, not 5. There are 4 lights! We're trying to melt their faces off. You'll understand that if you watch Star Trek The Next Generation. You wait until she's finished that over. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Tisha. Look at you, calling all the shots. It's not too much, is it? I don't want to be some dictator. No way. You seem confident, not power crazy. Remember, you're being compared to Marcus. Oh, no. Good. I want people to respect me, but not because I terrify them. They clearly respect you. Look at how well everything's going. Just around the set, the production is coming together perfectly, and the crew is chatting happily with one another. It's clear everyone is working hard, but also having fun. You're right. Thanks for the confidence boost, Jessica. This is still so new for me. I got a little more self-doubt than usual. That's what I'm here for. So what scene are we starting with? I thought we'd get back to the first time Macy meets Hooper. We don't want the usual footage of that after all the rewrites. You remember we did the version of the scene your first real day on the set? Back when your role was smaller. Of course, not only is Lisa not your boss in this version, there is no Lisa anymore, so those takes are doubly out of the window. Since we're keeping Hooper as a ranch hand, I thought we'd move the scene to the stables. So I'm checking up on the new help? Exactly. You only known him as a new ranch hand, so you flirt a little also, almost like a test to see if he'll know where the line is. I see Macy is the type who's always kept men at a safe distance, uses them, but doesn't open up to them. Interesting perspective. Go with it. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna let my feelings as a man get hurt at all. When you realize that you are genuinely attracted to him, you feel seriously conflicted. Do you think you've got all that? Absolutely. I'm completely on the same page about Macy's character. Great. Then why don't you head to wardrobe and we can get going? An assistant runs off to Matt's trailer while you head to wardrobe. Soon you're ready to go. Matt, you'll be rushing down the horse in one of the stables. Jessica, you come in from the outside. I know the script's still a little fuzzy, so for this take, I want you guys to just roll loose. Take the scene wherever it makes sense. You want us to improv? My God, Tisha, what would Marcus think? He'd probably turn red as a beet, sputter on about his art and his vision and Philistines. What is exactly why we should do it? Great, then action. The cameras roll as the set goes quiet and Matt starts rubbing down the horse. You saunter through the door. I see you know your way around a horse. Matt looks up, obviously surprised to see you there. I'll start by flirting with him. I wonder if you're as good with Philly. Look him up and down, smiling slightly. Matt blushes and sticks out his hand. I don't think we've met. Name's Hooper. Take his hand and step closer than you need to, tilting your head to one side coyly. Macy. Wait, Macy? I thought the owner's name was... Smile and roll your eye, slowly releasing his hand. You caught me. I'm assuming you're the new ranch hand? Matt nods, never taking his eyes off you. Well, isn't this fun? You gesture at the horse. Please, don't let me interrupt you. Cut! That was amazing, guys. You could cut the sexual tension with a knife. It's going to set up the rest of the story so well. Matt raises his hand and you high-five him. We're going to stay here and film a later scene where Matt is accosted by one of his former associates. Much more cost-efficient and time-efficient than skipping around to different sets. My steadily dwindling bank account, thanks you. Jessica, you can take a break. We'll come get you when we're ready. Sounds good. You head off to your trailer as they set up the scene. You open the door to your trailer, surprised to hear the rapid-fire tap of keyboard keys. You look around and spot... Why are you in my trailer? Seth? Turns around, obliviously startled at the interruption. Oh, hey Jessica. Wait. This trailer has Wi-Fi? Actually, I kind of want to ask that, but what the hell are you doing here? Nice to meet you too, Iowa. Okay, sorry, that sounded a bit, aggro. That works, but the question stands. Did you really get sick of the coffee shop, or... Seth opens his arms with a flourish, a huge grin lighting up his face. May I introduce you to your new script doctor? No way. No way. Sorry, I crashed your trailer, but Tisha didn't have any extra ones, and I needed somewhere quiet. That's okay, right? Well, of course it's okay. Me trailer, S Sue trailer. You live in California, Iowa. Work on the Spanish. You roll your eyes. And how did this even happen? How did you get the job? I'm on this forum. Kind of like a dating site for screenwriting jobs. All the agents and managers in town know about it. I got a call from Matt pretty late last night. I guess he reached out to Chaz to find folks with script experience who might be able to come through last minute. Apparently, he and his manager are on the outs? Yes, very. Well, better for me. See, Matt needed a writer who could drop everything and rush onto a set to do a massive amount of rewrites for way, way below standard industry pay. And who better for that than your boy Seth? Wow. Good thing you were underemployed. That was so nice of Chaz. No joke. I didn't even know he remembered me. We've passed each other in the hallway, but what, maybe once? He remembers everybody. It's kind of a gift. Well, certainly was for me. So you're fixing up the scrap. That's cool. You can say that again. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of work. Matt wasn't kidding when he said the last guy left things a mess. There's 3 inciting incidents, 2 epilogues, and for some reason just pages and pages of descriptions of sexy horses. Oh lord. Maybe I should have made time to help Matt out. But no complaints, I'm more than happy to work for it, or you know, work at all. It's such an incredible opportunity for me. Even though he's trying to downplay his excitement, you can see he's practically bouncing in his chair. You run over and give him a big hug. We couldn't have found a better guy to help us make this movie awesome. Thanks, Jessica. Someone knocks at your trailer door. Jessica, we need you in 5. Be right out. Well, I guess that's my cue. Thank God, all this positivity directed at me and coming from me is, well, let's just say I'm not used to it. Don't worry, you're safe now. I'll make sure to be extra negative from here on out. Ah, that's my Iowa. 2 of you head outside. The assistant leads you to the corral. No. I just look at a horse now and go, no. We tried. Once, no. We meet again, old friend. No. I'm not gonna read it out loud either. Nay. Like what? No, it just doesn't know. Imagine the horse's sound in your head. Okay, with a little mix of... Scratch the horse behind the ears. Teacher walks over to brief you. So we're reshooting horseback scene with Matt. Really? Went so well the first time. Can't you just use that footage? The footage of the total disaster? Don't worry, Tisha. I'm messing with you. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but nope. Still a sucker every time. But I don't want to be a wet blanket, but that scene made absolutely no sense before. We were all chasing down some lost heifer? What does that have to do with the movie? Oh, that's the best part. Seth helped with the details, and now it all ties into Hooper's con. Hooper knows that he clipped the fence open to let one of the old associates into the ranch, but you have no idea that he's even running a con yet. So he's helping to find the tear in the fence? But really, he's desperately trying to cover his tracks. If you find a spot that can been cut open deliberately, you'd get too suspicious. It would ruin everything. I love it. Way to spend gold out of horse crap? Exactly. Tisha smiles and pats the horse. Matt walks up and the 2 handlers help the 2 of you mount the horses. Alright guys, ready for this? As long as this guy is. Pat the horse's neck. No. That sounds like yes to me. So, action! Should I just get like a soundboard going and just every time there's a horse sound, just tap it and it goes like, I'm serious. You start riding along the fence on the meadow's edge. I just don't understand how the heifer could have made it out. We replace these fences twice a year, and I swear, I feel like heifer is an offensive word. Like, I feel like every time I say it, I'm just gonna offend someone. I'm serious, and the heifers are near full grown. Are you sure one even got out? You have a lot of land. I'm sure. Jim counted 3 times. Matt rides ahead a little ways and reins up suddenly and trots back towards you. I think we should head around to the south pasture. It's nearest to the road. Agree with him, sure. That makes sense, and the light is fading. If we want to find this gap and mend it tonight, we need to be smart. Exactly. Remember, you're supposed to be dumb, not suspicious, things like that. Alright, let's head over to the south pasture then. The two of you turn your horses around. Just as you're about to head off in the other direction, Matt stops and dismounts. Everything alright? This Mar is favoring your left side. I want to check her hooves before we ride further. We really can't afford to wait. Go on ahead, I'll catch up to you in a minute. Turn the horse's head and start trotting on. Glance back as you trot away, trying to pick out the man you're realizing you desire, a look of hope on your face. But you frown as though you're unable to spot him and crane your neck hoping to pick him out. Blink a few times and sit back in the saddle. You can't see him anymore. Frowning deep in thought, you make your way back to the stables. Cut! Guys, that was amazing. We'll shoot Matt in close-up later. Going back to the fence. Sounds good to me. There's just one more thing I want to sort out before we call it a day. We're getting drinks tonight. I wish. Actually, it's a script question. I know you guys have been working really hard on the story arc and your characters, so I thought we could discuss or decide what makes the most sense for a major directorial choice. This whole thing is a team effort after all, right? That is not what I'm used to hearing from directors, but I'll take it. The scene I'm stuck on is when Hooper and Macy finally sleep together. I know when it's going to happen, and Seth has some great dialogue figured out, but I need to know where they finally get busy. Really? Why not just let it happen naturally? Oh boy. I'm between the stable and next to the fire in the ranch house. I can make arguments for both of them. Help tip the scales? Man, that's tough. It'll totally decide the feel of the relationship. Exactly. Jessica, any thoughts? I think the best choice is... I mean, they have, like, a lot of chemistry. So, for instance, we're supposed to go with that, right? I can envision both in my head. Like, one day she comes in, and, you know, he's working extra hard in the stables, he's hot, sweaty, maybe took his shirt off or something, and flirting goes a little too far, a kiss is exchanged, and it just goes from there. Or something, you know, leads to the fireside. I can imagine the stables a little more, though. I'm gonna go with the stables, actually. It feels more natural. Interesting. Sell me on it. I just did. I just did. Why? It's more passionate, for one thing. I don't know about you, Matt, but I always imagined Macy and Hooper as being almost incapable of resisting each other. Exactly. Their first time is almost animal instinct. That's what I was going for, you know? In an animal setting. Okay, that works. On top of that, Macy has a lot of trouble letting anyone get close, so keeping the relationship physically away from her home feels symbolically right. Look at little Miss Film School over here. Maybe Marcus rubbed off on me a little? Oh, God forbid. Don't worry, only the layers upon layers of meaning, but not the crazed tantrums or the baffling analogies about beavers. Oh, phew. Lisa nods thoughtfully, then breaks into a big smile. You've sold me. It's definitely the right choice. Even better, it's a choice. Because I seriously need to move on to something else. Thanks, Jessica. Happy to help. Alright, you guys are all set for the day. Amazing job. See you tomorrow, bright and early. Sure thing. Which means I'll be asleep in approximately whatever the traffic is, plus 5 minutes. Grins and heads to his car. You drop by wardrobe to change out of your costume. Spot Tisha on your way off the set. Are you rushing out too, Jessica? Oh, why? Is there something else you need help with? Yes, this is another reason for diamonds. Well, no, not exactly. But I'd love your company for a while. I need some time to decompress and to work through the ideas for tomorrow. And it's always easier, not to mention way more fun with some company. Oh my, Tisha, what do you have in mind? What do you have in mind? Nothing too intense, just walking around the sets, talking through things. And hypothetically, is there going to be anyone else around, or is it just the two of us? Just the two of us, so you know, anything could happen. Oh my. Anything, huh? Why is it Matt never flirts with us like that? I'm serious. I'm serious. I guess we'll find out in the Diamond Edition. My good woman, I don't know whatever you could be implying, but it certainly seems scandalous. Why, I would never. So, wanna come? Oh my. Oh, I could have so many puns for this right now, but I refuse. Okay, this is your chance to connect with Tisha while you explore the set together, and maybe an opportunity for something more. We've already been down that road with you. I should head home. We'll do Diamond Edition later. I would love to hang out with you. That's a but, if I ever heard one. But I'm exhausted. I think I just need to head home. Just sink into a haze of pillows and Netflix. That is a totally valid way to decompress. Great job today. Really, thanks for working so hard to make this movie happen. Right back at you, Tisha. We'd be lost without you. Tisha's already out of sight behind the barn, so you head for home. You barely manage to brush your teeth and wash your face before you collapse onto your bed exhausted but happy. Time flies by, and the next few weeks on set are even better than the first. Everyone is working together as a team, pushing themselves to make the best movie they possibly can. Your film scene after scene, the movie coming together day by day. Before you know it, it's the last day of filming, and you head to the set bright and early. After a quick stop off in wardrobe, you make a beeline straight for the caffeine. Craft services, truly the gods. You're just getting a cup of coffee when Tisha walks up. Coffee, God yes. All the coffee forever. Oh, I love you even more now. Speaking of coffee, hold on. Mine has extra caffeine in it today. I needed it with hardly any sleep. Oh God, you take a sip and it's like goosebumps just say, hi, we're in heaven. Or that naughty part of hell. Clearly we're on the same page here. She pours herself a huge mug. Ready for the last day on set? Absolutely. I think this is going to be our best day yet. I love that positive attitude. And before I've even had my coffee. Are you a witch? If so, please cast a spell on me, stat. Matt emerges from his trailer as the crew is adding final touches to the set. Tisha pulls you and Matt aside to brief you on the scene. Alright guys, I saved the best for last. We're filming the showdown between Macy and Hooper when she confronts him about his betrayal. So that's what you call the best? It's the most fun for me, at least. Anyway, I was thinking it could either happen in Hooper's cabin, with Macy storming in, or it could happen in Macy's offer, and she calls Hooper to go to her. Jessica, what do you think? Where it happens says the most about Macy, so I thought I'd leave it up to you. Well, remember, who she is, right? She's supposed to be this person who's cut off. She doesn't let privacy or anything, and she's found out about his betrayal. I would think that she would call him in when she finds out. That means she has authority, power. That's the person she embodies. She would not stoop to going to Hooper. So I feel like Macy's office. I think she'd want him to know that she has all the power, that she was in total control. Totally. The office is like her fortress. Oh, and she'd never even stand up from the desk or offer him a seat. Total power play. Macy's desperate to regain the upper hand here. It makes sense. Alright, that's the plan. I'll tell the crew to ready to set. Soon everything is set up, and you and Matt head over as Tisha positions the final camera. Okay guys, ready? Your eyes meet Matt's. So ready. Same here. Great then, let's do this. You're seated behind a huge wooden desk, a manila folder in front of you. Hooper knocks at the door, then sticks his head inside. You wanted me, Mace? I did. You frowns and approaches the desk. You look at him, a smile on your face, then flip open the folder and pull out a single sheet of paper. You hold it towards him. On it is Hooper's picture in a mugshot. Patrick. Hooper's eyes go wide and he swallows heavily. Listen, it's, not what I think. Am I right? You lean forward on the desk, tilting your head to one side, eyes locked on Hooper's. He fidgets uncomfortably. Well, let's sort this out. I thought your name was Hooper, that you'd spent your whole life on ranches, that I could trust you. But according to this arrest record from last year, you're actually Patrick Van Ness, convicted of grand larceny. We'll add another sheet and stare at it with a show of confusion. Also, Martin Warburton, convicted of fraud. Huh. Do you want me to go on? No. To think I really believed that we... Shake your head, disgusted. But all that love talk was as real as the other stories you told me, wasn't it, Hooper? I swear that was real. Yeah. Well, forgive me for not buying it this time. Point at the door, finger shaking slightly with rage. Out. Now! Maisie, please, let me explain. I said get out! At the door, he turns to look at you, but you've turned your back on him. The minute the door closes, you break down in tears. And cut! Take a second to pull yourself together. You were so in the moment, all the anger and pain felt real. You walk off set and in the soft grass just beyond its plywood edges, taking deep breaths. Finally feel more like yourself. You look up and you realize Tisha's gathered together the entire cast and crew. Seth emerges from one of the trailers rolling his shoulders. As soon as he finished rewrites, he started in on publicity materials. Okay, now that we're all composed, I just have to say, that was amazing. You and Matt grin at each other. Really? Are you kidding? I had shivers. You know what that means. We need to get you a sweater. We don't have to reshoot? Oh, you were so off the hook for reshoots. In fact, that's a wrap. We finished the movie, guys. You jump up and down with excitement. Seriously? No one can take it away this time? Not unless my checks bounce. Which, let's be clear, is probably not going to be an issue. Probably. And you shot my version? Like, I'm gonna be credited as the screenwriter on this movie? We did, and you will. And you saw for yourself how well it turned out. We actually did it, guys. We made a movie. Deja pulls you into a big hug. Thank you so much. You can't imagine what this means to me. I think I can. Seth glomps onto the hug, holding you both. I know I can. You tear up slightly as Matt joins in on the hug. I'm so proud of you, Jessica. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. Come on, I didn't do that much. I don't know. I don't remember anyone else coming around inspiring us to save the movie. The man has a point. Well, when you put it that way, you're welcome. One of the crew members arrives with a bottle of champagne and plastic flutes. Matt pops the cork and starts pouring champagne glasses for everyone. All of you sip champagne with the crew, laughing and chatting as the sun goes down, and you can't remember the last time you felt this excited. All of you came together and finished the movie. You can't believe you pulled it off. With the big premiere, will the big premiere be a success? Find out in the next chapter of Red Carpet Diaries. Loved it. So what did you guys pick? Did you pick going to Hooper? Did you pick the fireside or the stables? Also, did you spend the diamonds to keep Victoria around? If so, let me know. If she played any minor part. I doubt she played any minor parts. I'm sure they kept this precipice of her being the, you know, the wealthy one, you falling in love more so than her sister, you having the same guard up though, blah, 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 blah. Did I say falling in love? Well, him falling in love with your sister, right? Or is she the coworker? I think she was just your boss, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me know. Let me know how different your story was compared to mine. Was it that different? Maybe not. Maybe so. Holy moly, we got Endless Summer coming up next. And then I'm going to be working, I have been working on a few projects. We're gonna see how it turns out. Gonna see what's being done. Got so much work to do. There never is enough time. I have not had enough sleep. I figure I'm just gonna keep downing the caffeine, keep pushing. If I die, well, it was fun doing all this with all of you. If you guys could attend my funeral, at least online, I'd appreciate it. Oh, man. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Until next time, thank you all for watching. Excuse me while I go get some more caffeine for you in the summer. Peace.